Hello there and welcome to Messerschmitts on Monday, which is what's in the box kit review number 311 on my channel. This is Andy, the novice modeler, and yes, we're not mistaken, we're going to be looking at a 109E3/7 special markings today by AZ Models, kit number 7676, which is done up for the Japanese Air Force. So what the hell is this thing doing in Japan? Well, it transpires that in 1941, 5 109E7s were purchased by the Japanese for test and trials. What happened to them? Don't know. But apparently this one here is flying past the big volcano, Mount Fuji, I think it is. So if you've been paying attention, last week we did this rather nice A model BF109Z. It's kind of weird. So we had a look at that one. And the general gist of this is we're going to have a look at a different 109 every week until I've got through my stash of about 40 of the damn things, of which quite a few of them, strangely enough, are AZ model kits. But enough of that. So we're going to have a look at the history of the kit. We're going to go through the parts, 2 sprues, the decals, and we'll have a quick nose at the instructions as well. But first off, we've got some Messerschmitt herbal schnapps, 22% volume. Recommended retail price £8.59 in front of us, because it's my birthday today. Cheers. That's friggin' awful. Right, so let's look at the history of this kit. This is developed from a new tooling for kit number 7434, which was developed and released in 2013, which strangely enough is this particular kit here, OG6 over Finland. And there's been a lot of releases. It's been a very busy kit, this one. I haven't actually counted them, but from 2013 till 2025, there was a whole raft of them, and I've got a whole bunch of them, including this 109E1 Legion Condor. We've got a Romanian, we've got a Swiss one, we've got a Slovak service, we've got an American one. Got a, what's this one? Is this Bulgarian? Hungarian, Yugoslavian, Captured British, Battle of Britain, Spanish Bouchon, a double cockpit, and for when you've run out of kits, and because all of these kits come with 3 different decal versions, you can go and get yourself a joy pack, which comes with 3 plain kits if you're lucky, and with no decals. So you can go and get one of those and you can whittle out 109s until whenever. So that's the basic history of this particular one. AZ are currently releasing something called a premium version of this rather overproduced kit, which apparently comes with a clear canopy and some paint masks. They go for a premium of about 20 quid. But the ones that I've shown you, you can pick up new for around about sort of £14–15, or if you get them second hand, you can probably pick them up for less than that. So these kits have also been reproduced off this tooling by Res1M, don't know, Kozovodoy Prostyov, who, as far as I'm aware, are the same company as AZ Model. Special Hobby borrowed it, Retro Wings borrowed it, Cora Models borrowed it, and Saber Kits borrowed it as well. So there's a whole load of kits floating around out there that are based on this kit with some different parts included and different decals. So parts wise, let's have a nose. We've got the sprue in front of us here, and as we can see, we've got our fuselage. We need to attach this section to a tail section, which is double-sided. Where are we? Oh, there we go. So as we can see, we've got a whole load of nice panel lines. We've got some access points. We've got some very, very fine rivet marks. I like that. We've got a whole load of panel lines correct going down here. Got more rivet marks where the wing joins the fuselage. We've got our engine area there. A couple of inlets. We're going to put our exhaust manifold in here. Got an intake vent here, and we do have some detail on the interior as well, which is kind of nice. Nothing too heavy. And we have a drop fuel tank, not needed for this one, I don't think. We have a detailed cockpit console display. That's our spinner attachments. We have a choice of 3 different spinners. Got our arms for our undercarriage. Not too sure what that is. All those. Got some guns to attach to our wings. Seem to have 2 different sticks, I think. Not too sure what that is. That's part of an intake, I think. That's a bomb attaching point to the fuselage. A couple of aerials. Pitot tube. Not too sure. We've got a bomb. There's the cockpit floor with some pedals. There's the front section for our engine cover with some spaces for machine guns. Here we have our tail. Again, we've got some quite nice detail going on there. And there we are onto the other part of the fuselage. The next sprue contains our wings, and as we can see, access points, quite fine rivet marks, everything I think where it should be. So that appears to have a little divot out of it. Not too sure whether that's supposed to be there or whether that's an imperfection. A little bit of a plastic putty will sort that out though. Don't appear to have any flash or anything on this kit. Upper wing surface, decent amount of detail going on there. That's part of our cockpit interior. We can see we've got some detail on the floor. Haven't seen the seat yet. Got some little vents here for our air intakes. Got the spats, got some nicely detailed wheels. What the hell are they for? I'm guessing they're wheels for the interior of the cockpit. Instructions will tell us, I'm sure. A couple of different wheels. 3-bladed prop, tail wheel, something else, and another wing. And there's our exhaust manifolds. So that's looking all quite nice. Of note, there are no mounting points on this kit. So it's one of these things where you have to sort of merge it together yourself. Some people like that, some people don't. I found that they kind of go together okay, so I won't be too worried about it. For some reason we get 2 different cockpit canopies here. I've had a quick nose at them and they both look the same to me, so I'm not quite sure whether that's an error or whether they are slightly different, and we'll find out in the instructions. Decals. Oh, let's just turn this over and have a nose. Oh, we get 3 different ones. So we get Japanese roundels, we get Russian stars, so a captured one, and we get some Hungarian crosses as well. There's not that much else to say about those. This is the stencil set. We get a whole load of colourful stencils to stick on. We get some harnesses by the look of it as well for interior. What else we got here? Just a pretty standard set of stencils. There's an cockpit console display decal there. So they all look quite nice. So let's have a look at what the options are. Japanese Army Aviation Inspection Experimental Section, Kakamigara Airfield 1941. I think I got that right. I like that. That looks pretty cool. We've got some standard looking German style camouflage on the upper surface and the pale blue on the bottom. We have 109E-3, purchased for testing 1940-41, 187th Separate Reconnaissance and Correction Squadron, Francisco Calderaro Benito, sounds Italian, Kosovo Airfield 1941, and we have Movie Star from the film Hungarian Eagles in 1943. Can't say I've seen it. and there's the lower surfaces. So we get 3 different options we can have a go at there. I'd probably go for the Japanese one because it seems the most interesting. Let's have a look at these instructions. I'm not going to bother reading a blurb out on this because everybody knows what a 109 is, I would have thought. So we have plastic parts. So we've got 2 screw diagrams. There's a couple of little redded out sections for parts that we don't need, I think. Pretty sure we don't need the bomb and the fuel tank, but whatever. So here we go, we've got 1 to 9 where we're focusing on the assembly of the cockpit and cockpit interior. So we can see here we've got the console display, we've got the sides and how to paint those up. Yeah, those little wheels are to go in here. Got some decals, got the seat. Yeah, the seat is there. And we've got some sticks. Oh, there's actually 2 sticks to go in here. All right, okay. Swiss version only. All right, okay. Different for the Swiss version. We've got the console display going in. Apparently there's a gun sight. I didn't notice that. Yeah, there's a gun sight there. And there's our 3-bladed prop going together with a whole variety of different spinners. Section 10 is the fuselage and putting our cockpit interior in. Section 12 is the wings. Section 13 is sticking the wings onto the fuselage and doing our wheels. And then we have the finishing touches. Oh no, we don't. Here we go. 15, 16, 17 is attachment of bombs and fuel storage, pitot tube. There are 2 different, cockpit canopies. So we get a spare one. We've got some arms to go on the back of the tail. And we get a comprehensive decal stencil diagram showing us where they're all to go. So that all looks like a pretty nice, interesting kit for 15 quid or whatever you can pick one up for. So I'm going to have another go at my Messerschmitt. Incidentally, if anybody would like to buy me a birthday coffee, you can go to buymeacoffee.com at the Novice Modeler. There'll be a link in the description below to that. If you're feeling so generous, I would very much appreciate it. I'd probably spend it on booze or model kits though. I'm not really that fussed on coffee apart from in the morning. Next week there will be another 109 to come up on Monday. Not quite sure which one, but we'll find something interesting. There will also be a little thing coming up here just now, which will give you a link to my rather obsessive collection of about 40 109s if you want to go and peruse through those, but you've kind of seen about 15 of them today. So yeah, thanks very much for watching. Please do like and subscribe and check out some of our other fascinating videos. As I've said, this is what's in a box 311, so there's another 310 of these knocking around somewhere in the YouTube universe. So as always, be seeing you, and yeah, thanks for saying happy birthday.